Good morning, good morning. I'm not showing myself. I'm not quite dressed yet. I woke up and just thought I wanted to experiment in the kitchen a little bit. These are egg whites, my little egg white bread. So, what I did is I actually used liquid egg whites and the egg white powder. And these came out really good because I've made them before and used the egg white powder and water. So yeah, these came out really, really nice. They're not as full and fluffy because I did add a little bit of the egg yolk powder. Now this one I'm really impressed with because when I whisked up everything and I started pouring the batter out into these little molds, I had some left, so I grabbed this ramekin really quick and kind of buttered it down and poured the rest of the batter in there. But before pouring it in there, I melted a tablespoon of butter, and when I poured the rest of the batter in, the egg white batter, I kind of just stirred it up really good and threw it in the oven. I had no idea what was going to happen because, with all that fat, 1 tablespoon is a lot of fat. But it turned out really well. It is incredibly soft, incredibly soft. So, let's see. Yeah, turned out really, really good. I have to say that I'm very much impressed with these. So, sorry. It just makes me think all the things that you can do with this and how versatile this recipe actually is. So I'll be checking in a little bit later. Okay, guys, so let's just move on with the day. So you saw we made our breads, egg white breads. I am going to do the first meal. So my first meal is just going to be some leftovers. This is some leftovers from yesterday. It's like maybe a quarter of a burger and some cauliflower rice with some mixed greens. And I'm going to have one of my breakfast sandwiches with it. So I'm going to call that good for meal number one. Then we're going to get right into preparing some meal prep. It's not going to be a whole lot, but we're going to prepare something. So I'll be back. All right, we are getting into the let's cook time, people. All right, so this is kind of almost like I'm going to say almost kind of a holiday recipe. I was thinking about making this for Thanksgiving. And I'm going to be away for Christmas, and I'm not sure if I will make this while I'm away or not. But I'm just going to go ahead and do it today because it might be something someone else want to make down if they wanted to have a more scaled down version of like a holiday dinner. I'll put it that way. So this right here is rice cauliflower stuffing. And it's the Whole Foods version of it. I think there's a Green Giant version, but I haven't seen that one yet. So it's a limited edition, and I did buy 2, but I might go back and get some more. Because this is really interesting. It says right here, it is herb seasoned rice cauliflower blend with carrots, cranberries, leeks, onions, and celery. Not bad. So, let's see. It's a little higher in carbs, but just think about your traditional stuffing. And this is so much better. Period. So there is 11 carbs, and there's 1 gram of fiber, and there is 8 total sugars. So, and I'm thinking the sugars is just coming from the cranberry and all these other things. So what I'm going to do. Oh, sorry, I didn't even explain the other part. And I bought this Kettle and Fire bone broth gravy. It is 5 servings. There's total fat is 1 gram. There's 0 carbs. So, and only 1 protein. So this isn't bad. What my plan is to scramble this up, put it in a casserole dish, throw this in with it, throw this in with it, season it up with my spices here, put it in 2 eggs, throw it in the oven, call it a meal. So that is my plan for this right here. Alrighty. So nothing like extravagant, super hard, really little go-to meal. Quick. These are, let me see. I hadn't even read it. Are these already pre-cooked? Oh yeah, fully cooked. So these little sausages, all I have to do, I'm just going to put them in the oven for maybe about 10 minutes. And so you can see what they are right here. And they are organic basil and cracked black pepper sausage, smoked chicken sausage. For a 1 link, it is 180 calories, 9 grams of fat, only 1 carb, and 16 protein. So not bad at all. Alrighty, so let me get started with this. I don't think you need to watch me scramble up some turkey. Everybody knows how to scramble up meat. This is going to be, when I say quick, dirty recipe, very quick, very easy, very fast. So let me get to scrambling this, and then I will go ahead and get this opened up, these opened up, and throw them in the oven while this is scrambling. So, and after that, we're going to talk through another recipe, something I've been seeing going on the in the keto community, more specific with the egg white bread. So let me do this, and then we'll come back and chat about it. And as usual, I'll be doing my recreated version of some of this stuff. So first, open this up, get it in the oven while it's cooking, scramble this up, and then when I get ready to assemble, I will show you guys how I'm going to assemble everything. So I will be right back. Alrighty, I've cooked up the meat. I've added the cauliflower stuffing mix to it. Now we're getting ready to add in our bone broth turkey gravy, kind of here. Okay, there we go. All right, let me give this some stirs and get it stirred up really well. Oh, it smells really good. Ooh. Okay. All right, let's add some spices to it. This should be really good. All right. We got our eggs. And our sausage is in the oven at 350. Again, it's already pre-cooked, so it's just kind of like warming through. And they were slightly frozen, so I was thinking maybe like a good 5-6 minutes, but it might be 10 minutes, 10 or 12 minutes before they're actually done, since they're a little frozen. Okay, let me stir this around. All right, get this out the way. All that. Here we go, our little pan for cooking it in. Pour this in. Smells good. Okay, shake it. Okay, this is going in the oven also, and I'll be checking it in a few seconds. All right, we are back. So, I mentioned earlier that I have been watching a few of YouTubers that are on a ketogenic diet, carnivore diet, a mixture of whatever. And I saw one of them turn their egg white bread into like a protein powder and made like cookies or some kind of other little dessert. So what happened was they had to take that bread, cut it up very small, dehydrate it, then blend it up into a fine powder. And oh boy, to me that seems like a lot of work when you can just experiment. I'm going to experiment with just using the powder itself and see if it will yield the same results, or is it something about it being cooked, that, you know, being cooked in the oven and all that, that affects the outcome of making those cookies, from turning your egg white bread into like a very fine powder. So I'm going to do that. And what I have here is I have an egg, I have some butter, and because I don't have the bread made, these are the things that will go in the bread, and the other things over here are the things that will be part of the cookie. So when you make your egg white bread, you put in cream of tartar, you have your allulose, and what else do you have? A pinch of salt. And some even put other little things in there. So that's what we have here. So I am going to go in with protein powder. Again, this is all experimental right here, people. So, you know, if it works, yay. Hopefully it'll work. Okay. Let me kind of, I already got my sugar in here because we need more for the cookies. So I got my sugar. We got the protein powder going. Hopefully you can see. Oh, God, you can't see. Sorry. Okay. Let me, and this is the protein powder I'm using. Egg white protein powder, sorry. Let me get all this stirred around in here. Okay. Add all these. Give it some stirs. I'm going to make sure it's really combined really well. Okay, seems like it is. All right, let me go in with all these other things. Okay. Butter. The egg. All right. Again, this is all experimental. We're going to see what really happens. Okay, to me, here's the batter, but it looks really, really wet. So I'm just going to add more, because we don't want it to be wet because it's not going to come out and really give us a good cookie consistency. So let's just go in here with a little bit more and see if we can get the texture we're looking for. I'm not measuring anything. We're just eyeballing this. Okay. So we have more of that. Okay. Look like it's kind of, yeah, look like it's forming. Yep. Look, it's kind of pulling together. Okay, this is what we want, a nice stiff, to be nice and stiff. We don't want it to be too sticky. But then I'm working with egg white, so the texture may still be a little bit different. And you know what? We may put this in the refrigerator for a few minutes just to see if it will firm up some more. So let's do that, and I'll be back. Okay, this has been in 5 minutes, and it seemed like it still didn't firm up. Let me see. I don't think when you put it down, it's going to make, you know what? We're going to do something really unconventional. Ugh. Let's just see here. Let me spray this lightly. That's what I wanted to stick. Okay, what I'm going to do is just pour it. I don't know. This may or may not turn out the way I'm thinking, but again, experiment. Okay, here we go. Let's just dump it all in here. And I'm going to kind of, let's see. The batter tastes really good. Really good. Okay. So this is what I'm going to do. And let's see what happens as if this is going to puff up or what it's going to do. We can break it apart into little pieces of like a cookie, probably. But we shall see what it's going to do here. I don't want it too thin. Let's see. This part is kind of okay. All right. Let me kind of get some of this off of here. All right. Okay, this is going to go in the oven, and I'm going to let it cook and see what it turns into. It could be I just need to play around. I'm sure I need to play around with the measurements of it, but we shall see what happens. Okay, here is the sausage. It came out amazing. Again, this is the Sabino's sausage. It's the organic basil and cracked black pepper smoked chicken sausage. And let me go back over the macros again. Again, it is for per sausage, 180, 9 grams of fat, 1 carb, and 16 protein. So when I was taking them out the package, this was on here. I don't know if you can see it. It says, now made with plant-based casing, adding moisture, you can feel at the first touch. Enjoy this amazing organic pork-free chicken sausage. So, yay. So if you are a person that don't eat pork and you've been, eating different sausages, a lot of them will have pork casing on it. So that's interesting. This one does not anymore. But this is the sausage. So we're waiting for our ground turkey with the cauliflower kind of stuffing to get done. And we also have our, well, I don't even know what to call it now. It was supposed to be cookies, but it looks like it's just going to be like this little flat thing we're going to cut in two. We'll see what it turns into, if it's more cake-like or if it's more cookie-like. So we're waiting on that also. So stay tuned, people. And here is the faux little stuffing casserole. Let me kind of, because this thing is so freaking hot. It smells so good. Oh my God. It smells just like stuffing. Just like stuffing. So now we're waiting for our cake or cookie or something to get done. And I'll be back. All right, here it is, hot out of the oven. So let me see, let me just figure out this texture here. The texture is, let's see, a little bitty piece. It's hot. It's hot. It's hot, you guys. It seems like it's more somewhat cake-like a little bit. Let's see. Oh, that's really hot. Okay. Here we go. A little dry, but this is good. Oh my God. This is really good. I have strawberries. I think I'm going to add strawberries to this. Very cake-like. Yum. Okay. I would have to play with this to see if I can get it into a cookie form, but alrighty, so it seems like this is going to be a wrap for meal prep. Alright guys, I'm here to wrap things up. I don't want this video to be too long. I think it's going to be 20 to 21 minutes. And to me, that's kind of a little bit lengthy. So I'm wrapping it up. My dinner is one of the sausage. And I have some cauliflower with basil. And I'm calling this good. And I'm going to get this video up for you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. I will see you guys again next week. Mwah! Bye-bye.